Kingdom Volume 39, Chapter 416, Where the Ambushers Lie. Here we are, Shin. Come on, guys, get a move on. We just need to cross the river and Kanyu will be right in front of us. Pan. The men are exhausted. Okay. Ten's on top of the hill. Huh? Is something wrong, Karutan? Has something happened on the other side? Pick up the pace, guys. Strategy girl. Huh? Why are you just sitting here? Huh? What the? Like, looking amazed? Huh? Holy. Shin's like, beat a sweat. Save you. Kennen Temple. Reinforcements from the High Shin unit. Always the High Shin unit. Showing up when the king is in trouble. And not only that, your majesty also claims that, huh? There's another army of 10,000 soldiers who have been laying in wait to ambush the incoming rebel army. What? Like, I'll take him back. What in the world? My mother's looking at him. Oh, well, shouldn't they have Rishi? Sir? Like, oh. That's unthinkable. That couldn't possibly be true. I made sure to keep detailed tabs on Kanyu's military as a whole to ensure the rebellion would succeed without a hitch. To secretly stash something like 10,000 soldiers in Kanyu without attracting attention is impossible. And naturally, that also applies to the city of Yu here. Of course, we did bring some soldiers here to serve as security for the ceremony. Half of them belong to the Raifai faction, so the king should only be able to call on 3,000 or so soldiers to defend him. Not to mention the very notion of something on the scale of 10,000 soldiers being able to escape my notice is completely absurd. So how do you do that? He must be lying. Something like an army of 10,000 men that was raised solely to intercept the rebel army cannot possibly exist. Raifai's looking over. Huh. Your Majesty makes the most interesting claim. Would Your Majesty be so kind as to indulge me with an answer to a question? To my knowledge, there does not exist any force of that description in Kanyu. Furthermore, I do not believe there exists in Kanyu any location for one to hide 10,000 soldiers without us catching wind. Indeed, the very same could be said for the city of Yu. There is not a single sign of any miraculous army ready to save us from the rebels. Could Your Majesty have perhaps devised a method to hide soldiers within the earth itself? Haha. It's like, so, just where exactly has his army been hiding? The Sea of Sei. What? Oh, yeah, because it's like right close. Isn't that? Yeah, no mistaking. They're the Sea of Sei. They're soldiers of Sei. Huh? They were probably kept secret so Raifai wouldn't find out about them. Oh shoot. They're all in boats. Still, this is the first time I've seen something like this. No kidding. Boom. See boats. Never thought I'd stumble upon a sight like this. Let's just go rolling. The Wave River is covered in black from all the boats. We should be looking at between 8,000 and 10,000 soldiers here. That Sai guy. Pardon me, would you be Shin Dono of the High Shin unit? Gallop. He's like, huh? Okay. We've been informed of your arrival and have prepared vessels for the High Shin unit's use. There are manned with rowers too. Please use them to cross the Wei River. Seriously, thanks a lot. Huh? Oh man, I've never been on a boat before. Aren't you pretty much screwed if you fall in with your armor on? I can't swim, you know. That's why we have boats. Let's get to it. Captain Shin. Oh, could you be the Captain Shin who held the southern wall? Like, yeah. It's the High Shin unit. The High Shin unit has arrived, everyone. It's like, aren't you guys the militia from the Battle of Sei? Oh wow, Captain Shin. Like, they're all excited about to see him. How have you been, sir? Captain Shin! Long time no see, sir. Ha ha. You lot seem to be doing well, too. Southern Wall Commander. Never thought we'd be able to meet again, Shindono. I see Mr. Buckteeth is still kicking, too. No shoot. Ain't that obvious? Wahaha. You guys aren't even soldiers, and you're still coming to get a piece of the action, too, huh? Of course, sir. If the king is in trouble, then there's no way we can just sit and then there's no way we can just sit and watch. If it's for His Majesty's sake, then we're willing to put our lives on the line as many times as it takes. Ooh, bunch of rookies. Please, sir. Time is of the essence. If you could quickly come on board, we must cross the river as soon as possible. Right now, events are unfolding outside of our predictions. Huh? Near the exit of the Northern Passage, the I Army, an urgent report from the Setsuko unit. Kanyu, I Army, North Pass, Wave River, South Pass. A Quinn army has just arrived from the Southern Passage. They are currently in the process of crossing the Wave River to our side. They're estimated to be between 8,000 and 10,000 strong. Huh? 10,000? Darn right, Fi. Or darn that right, Fi. I wasn't told anything about this. Well, not that I trusted them to begin with, Klopp. But it's not right, Fi. It's the king's. But to have let 10,000 soldiers slip past, that's quite the oversight. How many of them have finished crossing? About 3,000. Less than half of them have reached the banks. Duke Juteki, leave it to me. Going in. Not only are my cavalry swift of speed, the Wei River is also just a short distance away. I will secure the banks and send them to the bottom of the river together with their boats. In that case, we shall make for Kanyu. They're splitting up. Is that agreeable to you, my lord? Make it so. Gulp. Duke, good fortune you. Don't get clever with me, boy. Going in. Just like standing up. You expected 10,000, but the enemy is actually 30,000. That's right. Oh. Not only that, but somehow they were able to make it through Kankaku Pass faster than we expected. So we've been in a rush to try to. We only managed to come out, say, with a bit under 10,000 men. But we've been making preparations to continue recruiting more militia to join our cause. Are you listening to this, Shin? It's like, you going over a boat? What? Wow! It's like, got people like getting the water. Wow, these boats are going faster than I expected, Bihei-san. Oi, quit bumping me, Ko. Oh shoot, I'm gonna fall. There's some really freaky looking fish there. Heck? Wow, Commander Ryusen. He's like about to fall too. Please don't move to the side like that, huh? These boats are pretty cool, aren't they, 10? The heist unit should think of making them two someday. You should think of making them two someday, huh? Then we'd be capable of amphibious warfare. You're not listening, are you? I am. Something about us barely having 10,000 men, but the enemy having 30,000, right? It'll be fine. Whoa, like that. It's finally time for the last battle between Sai and Raifi. Doesn't matter what gets thrown at us. We have to win this so that Quinn can be united as one under Sai. You're on horse. Rumble. Ah! What's that? Huh? Our men on the bank. They're on attack. So they caught up already. Target the boats that are crossing. Turn them all into food for the fishes. Archers forward. Chapter 417. River Crossing Battle. He's gazed into the future further than anyone else. Got Sai on the front. Ooh. Archers, fan out. Target those foolish soldiers on the boats. Shovel. Shield troops. Move to the shore. Don't let a single one of them onto land. Hooah! Not good. They're taking control of the bank. We're not going to be able to land at this rate. Shin! Don't start acting scared just because you're on a boat. Times like these, we just gotta do what we always do. Smash through them from head on. Going, wah! Onward. Don't hesitate. Head for the shores with everything we got. Here comes the arrows. Shields up. Get the shields. Yeah. Whoa. Find the shields. Hurry. Is there enough for us too? Yep. Yeah. Been scattershot. Got them in the ocean. Splash. Yeah, splash. They're drowning. Thud. Dude gets shot in the eye. Haha. Shoot them, strain. Yeah. Quit moving around, you morons. Just make sure you don't fall overboard. If you do, you're screwed. Look. The boats ahead of us have reached the shore. Rumble. Boom. Big wall. Crash. Push them in the water. Boom. Go with spear. Stab. Stab. Not only do they have archers, but those shield soldiers too. It's no good. We can't get onto the shore at all. If we don't rally ourselves here, we'll really be wiped out. All their boats, stay where you are and wait. The Haishin unit will cut open a path. Thunk. They're being pelted with arrows. Huh? Southwall Commander. How the heck are we gonna do that, Shin? 10. Wedge formation. With our boats as the tip. Have the others form up behind us. The boats? In a wedge formation? What? Wait, are you serious? Did you just do it? Move us up behind Shin's boat. Thud. They're like duck squad. Thud. Whoa. Thud. Close up a bit more. Thud. We can't. There's no space for the oars. Have the boats on the outside push you in. Shoot. Whoa, crash. Man overboard. Josa, get everyone too, huh? Haha. What's this? A wedge formation from boats? Do they hope to use that to make it onto the shore? Go. On your guards. Something strange is approaching. Let them eat our arrows to their heart's content. Here it comes. Make sure you don't leave any gaps. Shields up. Go. They're just being pelted. Don't falter. Keep moving forward. Protect the oarsmen. Creak. These shields aren't gonna hold up. We're starting to lose speed. Just shut up and grit your teeth. Keep it up, everyone. Just a bit more, and we'll reach the shore. Shield troops forward. Looks like these men aren't just nameless fodder, but actual veterans. But no matter how battle-hardened you may be, it doesn't change the fact that the bad footing and height difference offers us an overwhelming advantage. You've underestimated how difficult it is to cross a river. The moment we manage to capture the shore from your forces, any chances of you being able to set foot onto the shore went up in smoke. We're gonna run aground. Here they come. Boom. Now, throw them off. Boom. With arrows. Huh? What? What the heck? Shoot them. They're going in. Boom. Gah. Thud. Thud. Gah. Wah. Gah. Why so surprised? Did you think you were the only ones with bows? Well, more like they came prepared in the boats. The question was just when to use them. Darn it! Form up again. They got men up like just skewered with the arrows. Group up and plug the holes quickly before the enemy manages to. Too late. Boom! Shin's just like in. How'd Shin get off the boat so quickly? Just with his glaive. It's like making everyone fly. Huh? All the men like just surprised from it. Crash! Now's our chance, boys. Get your butts up there. Like, why in the breach? Foothold secured. Pass it on to other vessels and have them land their soldiers here. Duke, quite the impudent plan they cooked up. I'm handing over 3,000 men to you. Deal with those fools. Yes, sir. I will be. Joining General Hanoki. City View. Kanin Temple. We received an urgent report via bird. Apologies for interrupting the ceremony. It's fine. Speak. Yes, my lord. The rebel army has at last arrived at Kanyu, and it seems the siege is already underway. Boom. Oh. They're gonna get through this. Okay. Chapter 418. First experience. No matter what time it may be, I'll always be there to protect you. He's looking behind his back. Get the heck out of our way, you guys! Boo! Crap! Just knocking everyone out. Okay. The soldiers of Sai and the Haishin unit, or Sei and the Haishin unit, have successfully crossed the river. However, the toll from both death and desertion has cost them 1,500 men, leading to the remaining Sei soldiers and men of the Haishin unit to add up to a grand total of 9,500 to serve as the rebel subjugation army. Nice, that's enough, Daniel. Ryusen, the enemy's broken. Now take up your positions, so we can do a roll call. Commander of the rebel subjugation army, General Bejin. What? The Haishin unit has only brought 1,000 of its men? But I thought the Haishin unit was a 5,000 man unit. There were even rumors of you having as many as 8,000. Yeah. Except the thing is, we're in the middle of the Wei campaign ourselves. There's no way we could just dump what we were doing and run here with all our men in tow. In fact, General Ryukoku, my boss back there, wouldn't even give me leave to come here in the first place. So I had to leave enough of my men behind that they wouldn't drag Ryukoku down while coming here with the few soldiers we could spare. Infantry, start marching on ahead. Take up your formations while you're on the move. It's like you came without even receiving permission from your superior. Sai's life is in danger. Like heck, I'm just gonna sit back and watch it happen. Move it, infantry. I see you haven't changed much since we last met. Still reckless as always, Shin Haishin unit. Though I wonder if you remember me, huh? Ru. Wait, no. Aren't you Hiki's friend? That 1,000 man commander from Dockin Plains? Oh, I'm impressed. You actually remember me. Hiki speaks about you very often, you know. Deputy Commander, General Jokaku. Dockin Plains. Wasn't that Shin's first campaign? What you doing here? Well, I was in between assignments in moving troops eastward. Just my luck that I decided to stop by Kanyu to visit a certain lady. I mean, honestly, I'd rather not get involved in the regime's power struggle and all. But when an old friend begs me that hard, I just can't say no. As someone who has more combat experience than me, your help would be a great boon. We absolutely cannot afford to lose this battle. Please take up the role of Deputy Commander. Shindono, the horses have arrived. The cavalry are ready to move out any time. Could have a general like you that has climbed the ranks by fighting on the front lines. Alright, fellows, let's get a move on. Hurrah! Hang on, one more thing, Shin. Mind if I ask you a question that's been puzzling me for a while now? From what I've heard, the first people to catch on to this entire conspiracy was your lot. But if that's the case, just how exactly did someone who was posted all the way out in Wei territory even find out the king's life was in danger in the first place? How? Because our strategist, Tenir, managed to crack a certain coded message. What? A coded message? Wait, the thing that showed up from the horseback with the cracked seal? Yeah, at the start we we thought it was just a load of garbage too. Huh? I'll give you the details on the way. We've got to hurry. If the enemy has showed up at the river, then it should mean their main army has already arrived at Kanyum. Or climb up the ladders. Ooh. Seeing as how no enemy has ever managed to make it past Kankaku Pass, then doesn't that mean no enemy has ever laid siege on Kanyu till now? In other words, they're like watching him come up. Oh, right now Kanyu is like scared. In the midst of experiencing its first ever siege. That's exactly right. What an amazing thought, isn't it, Father? Indeed. Like watching it. Still, even if it is the first time, this is the royal capital we are talking about. Its gates won't fall to us that easily. Foo. Don't be too sure about that. Royal harem. A rebellion. That's right. The eastern walls are under attack now. Kanyu's walls? There you are, Kosama, huh? Ah, Bikiyu Dono. Who are you? Huh? A man. Is he an eunuch? This is Bikiyu Dono, one of the eunuchs trusted by His Majesty. At your service. I was told to look to Bikiyu Dono if anything were to happen, huh? You knew about this uprising, Kyo-chan? Yeah. Or more like, that was a possibility. So I was told to keep it a secret. Then does that mean we have taken adequate precautions against this, Bikiyu Dono? No, or concerning that, huh? Our sources claim that the rebels would only number 10,000. But in fact, we are looking at 30,000. What? Now, just wait a moment. 30,000 is completely different to 10,000. Doesn't Kanyu have next to no troops right now? Huh? I'm assuming you prepared an escape route for Kyo-chan and her daughter if things take a turn for the worse. Bikiyu Dono. Of course. That has been seen to. What's going on, mother? Wait, she can talk already? Isn't she like 2 or 1? It's like, it's fine. Everything will be alright. Huh? Yu-chan. Rei. Rei? Before he left for the former capital, His Majesty said to me, the long-running power struggle within the capital court, or within the royal court, is finally coming to an end. Soon, the grand conclusion to this entire affair will be upon us. Hence, it is very possible that something completely unexpected may occur. However, no matter what may happen, keep her safe. I ask that you put your trust in me and await my return. It's like, oh. Yes, Your Majesty. Save you, Kennen Temple. Raifai's like smiling. So he had hidden an army of 10,000 say. But so what? I, Raifai, have already given my word to the rebellion. I, Raifai, have already given my word that the rebellion would succeed. Rumble, huh? Rumble. What the heck? No way, the gates are. Excellent. In which case, is it given that it will succeed? They actually broke through the rumble. Charge! Ah! Actually broke through the gates. What? Chapter 419. A Man Who Stands. At 10, looking at... Oh. Just what was the message received by the Haishin unit? Huh? Like looking at... Something wrong, 10? Shin. Gulp. I think it's likely that this letter might carry a completely different message inside it. What are you on about? I think what this letter is really trying to say is, huh? Are you certain about that? Yeah, most likely it's true, huh? If this is true, then this will completely turn the situation on its head. Sir, Kanyu is already under siege. Then we must hurry there as fast as possible. We're already going as fast as we can. Rumble, Kanyu, huh? Rumble, wait, what the? Why are the gates opening? Charge! Wait, is there a defector inside? Well, I'll be darned. The gate actually opened from inside. Somebody got in? Was this also your handiwork, father? No. It was Wi-Fi. What's Wi-Fi doing? City View, Kennen Temple. Lastly, I would like to offer my sincere congratulations, and I pray that your majesty may be blessed with an unending fortune. Bow. Nice. That's the last of the congratulatory speeches out of the way, huh? Though pressing circumstances had forced us to abridge certain parts, we have seen the ceremony through to the very end, clack. Therefore, I hereby announce the official crowning of His Majesty, Ensai, the 31st King of Great Quinn. Boom, everyone's bowing. Clench. At last, it's done. There's not a moment to lose. Your Majesty. With your Majesty's permission, I wish to depart for Kanyu, so as to crush the rebel army. I will be certain to leave behind enough soldiers to assure your Majesty's safety, and ask that your Majesty waits here for news of our victory. Since Kanyu is already under siege, that must mean that the state troops must not have made it in time. The presence of the fake seal has thrown events far outside our predictions. May fortune be with you. By thanks, sire. Come, Hiki, let's be off. Yes, sir. A moment, please, Shibuken. Huh? Wait, did Wi-Fi stop him? Okay, Shin's arrived. Huh? They're behind him. Those son of women's. They're pouring right into the city. How'd they get in so fast? High unit, listen up. All troops, charge the enemy. Wipe out every last one of those guys inside the city. We're going to? We're going to. But our formations are still. We can sort that out while we close in. Our first priority is to make our way inside Kanyu. Otherwise, we'll be overrun. All troops charge. Hurrah! Father, the enemy from the river has arrived, I know. But they don't even number 10,000. The numerical advantage lies with us. Send half of our forces, 15,000 men, to intercept them. Do not let even a single one of them to approach the city. Yes, sir. Get the heck out of my way. Shoot. They're cutting with spears. Huh? These. God darn it. Inside the city. We must stop them here. Do whatever you can to stall the enemy. But we have to buy time for the civilians to evacuate north. Yeah. Oh no. They broke through. Now they're inside. Blah. Old fart's too slow at running away, huh? Snap. Yeah. Blah blah. Can piercing old guys. Can you taste the hatred that's been stewing for all these years, you Quinn dogs? Darn those Juteki soldiers. We told them our target was the royal family. Let's go. Our first destination is the royal harem. It should be. Boom. Being knocked back. Huh? What the? Who the heck are you? Say Ohan? Or Mobu? Wait. Huh? You got men in black? Huh? Look at that. Some black cavalry unit just blew right through the rebels. Are they on our side? Our men inside got taken out. Those men are ordinary cavalry. Just who are they? We had reserve troops like that. Don't be stupid. Those men are normal. That black outfit of theirs. I'm pretty sure they're, no mistaking. Those men are sensais. The elite personal soldiers under Chief Sohei-kun. Elite soldiers. Chief? Kennen Temple. What does it mean this? Why are you standing over there right now? Sohei-kun? What? Wait, you stopped him? Chapter 420. Parting ways. 10 days before the coming of age ceremony took place, a rebellion. This letter's seal being broken wasn't an accident. It was done by the messenger, Senshiku. It was probably in Raifai's pocket, so that he could poke around at its contents. Since they knew that his message might be tampered with, so he made sure to word his message in a subtle way, so that it wouldn't be immediately obvious. A subtle way, yeah. At first glance, these may look like standard orders from higher up, but these orders want us to hit the cities in a particular order. Kyoyu, then So, and finally the city of Kyo. It skipped my notice at first, but head for Kyo after taking So doesn't make sense strategically. It's something only a second-rate strategist would come up with. So then I thought to myself, why Ko of all cities? Then I remembered that Ko is one of the former royal capitals of the state of Jin, from which Wei originated from, former royal capital, which in the case of Quinn would be the city of Yu. And right now, what's happening over there is the coming of age ceremony. The coming of age ceremony. As for the note about weather, he mentions watching out for change, quotations. In other words, signs of chaos. Which means that someone's aiming to start an uprising right when the coming age ceremony is being held. This is bad, Shin. We have to let Sai know immediately, No. Now hang on a sec here, Ten. If you think about it, this cannot be right. I mean, if anyone's going to start a rebellion, 9 out of 10 families, 9 out of 10 times, it's going to be Raifai, right? Yep. In that case, why would Shohukun, one of the 4 pillars of Ryu, go out of his way to send us a code message and clue us in on this uprising? That's why I'm saying this is such big news, Shin. This code message isn't simply a notification about the upcoming rebellion he signed with Sai. It also means that Shohukun has finally chosen to cut off ties with Raifai and part ways with him. So he stood up. Boom. Why do you not answer me? For what reason are you standing up, Shohukun? Everyone's looking at him. Because I intend to accompany the Chancellor of the Left, Shibunkin, to Kanyu, so as to assist in quarreling the rest. What? It's like, what is he? Mother's like speechless. Everyone's like, Oi, do you truly understand what exactly is coming out of your mouth? Chancellor of the State. You need not waste your breath on pointless questions. It's just as you imagined. I thank you for all the hospitality you have shown me these past years. Everyone's like just shocked. Dear God, in a situation like this, Shohukun, one of the 4 pillars, who has stuck by Raifai for so many years, is actually breaking away from his faction. Oh. Saitaku-sama, what on earth is? Well, that's quite the bombshell he's dropped on us. I had heard rumors of Shihei-kun growing sympathetic towards the king back around the coalition war, but to publicly come out now of all times, he's a bolder man than I thought. Dear me, what a pickle! What's this nonsense you're spouting, You're the enemy? Oh, are you saying that you're betraying all of us and joining the king's faction just like that, Shohei-kun? Have you forgotten how Raifai-sama recognized your talent and raised you up to where you stand now, just like me? Does the word gratitude not exist in your vocabulary, Shihei-kun? Rishi. Let's be off. Kaioku? Oh, Shohei-kun. That's right, Rishi. Whoa. Huh? The man himself wishes to jump ship. Then who are we to stop him? Fu. It was 11 years ago, was it not? After becoming Chancellor and exercising the power that came with it, the first man of talent I recruited was you, Sheikhun. But you never were the sort of man who would be content to follow others forever. I always believed that this day would come sooner or later. But quite honestly, it's taken you much longer than I had thought. Feel free to go. I have already made back plenty as far as my initial investment in you goes. What? Phew. Great. It doesn't get much better than this. Even Chief Shogun has left Raifai and thrown his lot in with us. With this? But still, you really are a bunch of fools, aren't you? Jumping between sadness and joy over these trivial matters, one moment after another, as I thought. None of you understand a thing. The 4 pillars are merely gaudy ornaments. Their sole purpose, as accessories to accentuate my own splendor. And ultimately, baubles are nothing more than baubles. So what if 1 or 2 of them were to drop off of me? None of that will cause even the tiniest wavering in the strength of the man known as Raifai. It's like talking to himself in third person. All of you who stand here before me, not a single one of you truly grasp the caliber of Raifai. Well, I suppose it's only natural. After all, there does not exist in this world a scale capable of measuring me. Couldn't the king just like strike him down right now? Your Majesty, shall we adjourn to a different setting? Now that the ceremony has concluded, there is no better time than the present. Let the 2 of us retire to somewhere private and discuss the matter of the world that lies between both our sites, all that exists under the heaven. Like reading these. Chapter 421. Repeat a failure. Going to battle. Huh? Outside. You have my utmost gratitude. It is all to the message you sent to the High Unit, notifying them of the rebellion that we still stand a chance now. Also, I would like to apologize for still harboring doubts up until you officially broke off from Raifai just then. I'd considered meeting with you in secret, but thought better of it, since there was the risk of others finding out, which would have led to you being put in danger. Forgive me. That was the correct choice. Raifai's eyes had already been embedded within the ranks of my servants. Huh? If I may speak honestly, having a man such as yourself on our side is worth 10,000 times the strength of 100 men. Class. Like saluting each other. Be that as it may, by this point in time, there's no longer any purpose to the power struggle of on the court's front. At this moment, the battle between His Majesty and Raifai comes down to a single point. Whoever emerges victorious over the siege at Kanyu right now. Agreed. Everything hinges on this one battle. Let's depart for it, side by side, Shogun. I'm assuming you have not left the king completely defenseless. We're not naive enough to actually leave the 2 of them by themselves. We're leaving an army's worth of men behind to act as His Majesty's protection. Are you still worried? No. Rather than that, I'm surprised. Never would I have expected to hear the notion of conquering the world come from Raifai of all men. Huh? I've spent more than a decade in that man's service. And while it's true that he possesses the particular history of being a former merchant, it is my honest belief that he is a man on par with the likes of Shoyu and Honsho, the famous 2 great chancellors of Quinn's history. Clack, clack, clack. They're going upstairs. Xin Yang, the patriarch of legalism in Quinn. And Fan Su served King Shou and advised him to build diplomatic relations with far states while only attacking close states. So, like, you would form ties with outer states so that if the closer states attack you, they would go in on them. Not only that, I too was surprised to hear that he had set his sights not only on Quinn, but all that lies under heaven. It could very well be that we truly do not grasp the full scale of the man known as Wi-Fi. Ha ha, what a nice breeze. Look out. Boom, dude getting speared in the face. Kanyu, kill them. Push them back. Yeah. Okubo, no. Going in, boom. That's it. Keep up this pace. A bit more, and we'll have reached the city. Knock down all those enemies that are swarming the walls. The Haishinu has, whoa, already made it that far in? His father. Shall I personally go and put a stop to that enemy unit? Ignore them. We got bigger things to worry about. Start moving to the west. The other gate should be opening any moment now. Rumble, rumble. Oh, they're opening. What? Get in there! Not charging. Kill them all! Hurrah! What the? Another one of the gates went and opened? And this time, two of them at once. At least we got Shohokun's elite soldiers inside. No, don't count on it. There's not that many of them. Not good. Sounds like gritting her teeth. Now then. Shall we go and etch the name of the Han family into Quinn's history books? Ha ha ha. I would want nothing more. So they're charging. Hanoki family, Hanoki father and son. Enter the city of Kanyu. Shoot, shoot, shit. And he's looking over. Sees archers. Wait, what? Oh, no, he sees 10 like point over. Huh? Shin, we absolutely cannot allow a repeat of our failure in Tanrayu. A repeat of Tanrayu? That time, we were meant to save Seikyu. But we were just barely too late. We cannot let that happen again here. Because the people we have to save this time are... It's like looking... Sai's children. Crumble. Yep. Grit. Hi, Shinin. Soldiers Sai. Hear me. Or soldiers say, hear me. Huh? The goal of the enemies we're fighting right now isn't just to capture Kanyu. These sons of women have teamed up with that slimy weasel Ryafai to wipe out the royal bloodline and make him the next king. Like everyone's like, huh? Which is why all these guys are going after the royal family. And the ones most in danger are the Quinn King Sai's young children. He has nay, what? His Majesty's children over my dead body. Having the balls to go after Sai's children out of all things. Even if the very earth itself were to split apart, there's no way in heck I'm gonna let you guys do that. So lend me your strength, everyone. Just like you did once before. Highest unit, soldiers say. Bring out every ounce of strength you got. We go to save the Quinn King's children. Hurrah! They're going in. Going in. Hurrah! Chapter 422. The life to be protected at all cost. Hurrah! We will protect them with our own hands. Yeah! Yes, on! We will save the king's children. Yeah! Hurrah! His Majesty's children. So, Sai, what's it like to have kids? I mean, you know, I don't even know what my own parents look like, so I don't really get that sort of thing. Oh, ooh. I'm hardly an expert on what normal families are like either in that respect. But yes, if I were to give my opinion on having children, well, at times they make me sick with worry, or fill me with exasperation. On the whole, I believe they are like small, fragile bundles of joy, a source of smiles in my life. Oh really? Especially Riai. I spent a lot of time fretting over her since her body isn't that strong. I see. In that case, I guess you better make sure to take good care of her right from the get-go. Rah! Blah! Amazing. The captain's actually managed to push his way to the walls through all that. Alright. The Shokaku armies started moving too. Time for us to try to make our way inside the city as well. Hurrah! Royal harem? Oh. Huh? It's too far for us to make out from here, but I say it looks like they're making their way inside already. Or, looks like they're, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I think. No. You're definitely right. BQ Dono. Please remain calm, your ladyship. Huh? The enemy will not be able to make their way here quite so easily. Kanyu is, that is, the royal capital is, a city constructed from numerous layers of walls and districts around the royal palace so as to protect it. And our royal harem is even more of a closed-off area, hidden at the very rear of the royal palace. Even amongst the citizens of Kanyu, there are not many who know the precise location of the harem. And when it comes to the interior of the harem, even His Majesty himself does not know every single nook and cranny of the complex. The enemy will not be able to make their way to us as easily as they may think. But even so, I assume that you have something else up your sleeve. BQ Dono? Certainly. To make double sure, I recommend that we immediately depart for a hidden passage that no one else knows of. Hence, I ask your ladyship to calmly follow my lead. Is he part of Raifai's faction? Or is he really part of the king's? If any of the other ladies were to catch wind, things may become troublesome. Just for us, it's only natural, Kochan. An emergency like having enemies invading the royal capital is completely unprecedented in Quinn's history. Not to mention, we have barely any soldiers to defend us too. Maybe, just maybe, right now in Kanyu. The most important life in the entire city that must be kept safe is with us here. Its child. Whenever the state is in a time of crisis, there's nothing more precious than the bloodline of the royal family. I am well aware of that. As her mother, and as one of the king's concubines, even if it costs me my own life, I will protect this child until the end. It's like cooking her. Then let's be on our way. Everything will be fine. If we can make it to the passageway, we will be safe. Clop. They're already our horse. Boom. He's just like chopping down all the ones who are running. Oh, just stab them through. Chopping the heads. Going through them. Oops. Haha. This isn't quite the time for this. It's like, I know the plan was for us to head for the royal palace and harem, while the Juteki soldiers acted as a distraction. But I never in my wildest dreams expected Kanyu to actually be this huge. Perhaps I should say, as to be expected of the capital. Even the maps we received beforehand are of nearly no use right now. It's this way, Roki. Impressive, as always, Father. You managed to perfectly memorize the map of Kanyu, have you? Phew, don't be stupid. The only thing I bothered to remember was the shortest path to the royal palace and harem, along with the layout of its interior. Haha. Was it Raifai again? Why is he doing this? So he can become king? He's not gonna become king. They're gonna slaughter him too. They're burning buildings. People are getting speared. The capital, it's all on fire. Oh my god. This is Kanyu? This isn't time to be zoned out. Let's move it. But where? Look at the size of the place. Tanryu can't even compare to this. At this rate, it'll end up the same as the time with Prince Sekyu. I don't want to hear any more of that BS. This is different from Tanryu. Have you all forgotten? I've been to Kanyu, to the royal palace. God knows how many times in the past. That's true. Just follow me. Cavalry, we'll be moving at full speed. Infantry, you fall behind and lose. Infantry, if you fall behind and lose us, then go help out and protect the civilians. Hoo-ha! No way in heck I'm gonna screw up again. Let's go. Hoo-ha! Bird, you, Tembi Palace. Long ago, this palace was constructed by the King of Qin at the time, Duke Huai, so that he might meditate on stately matters all by himself within his hall. It is said that the reason why it was built at such a height was so that he could receive directives from the heavens themselves. Haha. To have chosen a place like this for our little chat, I cannot fault your taste, Your Majesty. As for us to be seated as equals to above on the throne, the reason for that being, the outcome of the battle unfolding at Kanyu shall decide who sits on the royal throne tomorrow. Therefore, this is the last chance for the two of us to speak on equal footing. I have also many things I wish to discuss with you. In that case, shall I be the first to venture a question, Your Majesty? For the longest time, I have been hearing of a most curious rumor, an utterly ridiculous notion of unifying China under a single banner. Which is Your Majesty perhaps intending on descending and becoming a celestial being? If this is simply a small fancy of yours, destined to exist only within your head, then fine. But should your mind truly be set on seeing it through, then know that it is not a path that can be walked by mere flesh and blood mortals. Chapter 423: The Origin of the World. If you truly intend on doing this, then know that it is not a path walked by flesh and blood mortals. Clack, crack, huh? Clack. Dear me. Oh. The King's faction coming in. Okay. And here I was thinking that we had finally gotten some privacy to ourselves. What exactly is the meaning of this, Your Majesty? Ho ho. Come in. Oh, the Queen Mother's behind him? Even the Queen Mother's here. Haha. Were you perhaps intimidated by the thought of being all alone with Raifi, Your Majesty? Raifi? I know that it was you who secretly smuggled Ruai into the royal harem. Huh? And we're like, what? And so, with Ruai as the head of the current rebellion, that makes you the man responsible for this entire affair. Now once have I brought you to justice over your misdeeds. Starting from when I first quelled the Katsu Sekyu coup 7 years ago, when his brother stuck up. Likewise for the failed assassination attempt that occurred after. Even the recent Tanryu revolt, which saw the death of Sekyu. Not a single time did I pass judgment upon you, standing right behind me, as you were. But this time, it will be different. The very moment we emerge victorious over the battle unfolding at Kanyu right now. There will be no making excuses or trying to slip away. I will see that you are made to answer for all the crimes you have committed and people you have wronged. I will cast you down from your seat of power and put an end to our battle once for all. What does it do now? Well, that's all assuming. that the battle at Kanyu ends in your favor, of course. Regardless of the outcome, there's no mistake that Quinn's regime shall be born anew come tomorrow. In that case, then isn't it only natural for the servants of the state who have supported the government up until now, Sin, who will also be shouldering a large responsibility in the next government from tomorrow onwards, to be here to pay witness to the words we exchanged in this place, a moment that will become a turning point in Quinn's history. Like, huh? Oh, so you're saying that you intend on keeping Rishi for your own use after you win? Fu, Your Majesty will find no objections from me. If anything, would it not be more detrimental to Your Majesty for us to have an audience listen in? Huh? Like, confused? Then shall Your Majesty please enlighten all of us on the insane folly of a dream you harbor within your breast, the unification of China. Huh? The unification of China? Got galloping horses? Kanyu. More walls even though we're in the city. Darn, they're big. Those are the royal palace's walls. Darn it, the blade gates are open here too. Is that the rear of the enemy's forces? They're heading right for us. They're trying to intercept us here. The royal harem is even further in. We're gonna punch right through those guys. Rawr! Got the king. Before judging another man's path, how about you shed light on your own, right, Fi? You have always been quick to mock those who loudly boast, but never have you ever given voice to your own true beliefs. Striking his beard. You lured me here with words of the world that lies around us. Did you not? Then make up your mind already and start talking. On what grounds do you declare that unifying China is folly? Let us hear you explain the reason using your own words. Otherwise, baseless slander like that will not even tarnish the surface of my dream. That was my intention all along. Very well. Then as the basis of my argument, allow me to begin by speaking of the world as viewed by I, right by. But first of all, before I even speak of the world, nations, the people, or even of kings, there's one important thing I must make clear. The origin of the world. Huh? The origin of the world? Your Majesty. The world as we refer to it now. Do you know when exactly it first came into existence? Can you tell me just what the world as we know it first sprang forth from? Huh? You cannot answer. The answer is this. Pulls up a coin. So it's money? Is he saying money is what created the world? You refer to monetary system. Huh? Oh. I'd expected nothing less of Your Majesty. This right here is the greatest invention and discovery in human history. Everything begins with this. It's like it's right there. Put this down. Chapter 424. Kingdom of Fantasy. It's amazing, isn't it? Fuai. The prodigy merchant in his younger days. Oh, we got Wi-Fi. Those men down there are hacking each other to pieces using the weapons we just sold them. Warfare truly is the epitome of human stupidity. I'd say it's the natural part of what it means to be human. But leaving that aside, it appears dealing in weaponry is quite profitable, Master. Nay, you must not, Fuai. You? Boy? On this occasion, we simply happen to be in need of a large amount of funds. The only reason we came was because these men were willing to pay up to 5 times the price. We are merchants of moderation. We do not allow ourselves to be limited only to tools of war. Look over there. Men are falling over in droves, and yet the ones who will reap the profit from this battle are not the soldiers down there, of the men who rule their respective states. Such is warfare. An empty and meaningless act. I don't believe it is meaningless, but I do think it is foolish. If I had the military funds they had access to, I'd be able to use that money to obtain far greater rewards in easier ways than slugging out in the dirt down there. It's always as if they have not the slightest clue in how to use money. It's something that all the people who govern over the states should know by now. Mankind's strongest weapon is not the sword and spear that evolves on a daily basis, but money. Oh, they know that alright, but tragically, it's how to properly manage their finances that eludes them. The thing that needs to be managed is not money, but man's greed. By using money to manipulate greed, one will be able to strengthen their nation. Nay, you must not, Boy. Those are not words that can be spoken by a humble merchant. But I'm no mere merchant. I'll be the one to climb the way to the top of the merchant ladder and obtain everything the world has to offer me. Why, even then, you must not. Boom. I am but simply utilizing the things I like as I like. Coins all around him. Oh, Utopia. Oh, that's okay. Kingdom Fantasy is like Utopia. Okay, that makes sense. The monetary system is what created the world as we know it, because money is what greatly amplifies man's feelings of desire. Man's desire? Over 1,000 years ago, during the age of what we refer to as the Shang Dynasty, the birth of the monetary system completely transformed what up until then had been a culture that revolved around barter. Easy to transport and resistant to rot and decay, currency was able to branch out to reach small societies that would have otherwise been too far away, slowly connecting everything together. They got jars of money. However, the biggest innovation brought about by money lay somewhere else entirely. A means to measure one's wealth. That's true. How much money did someone else have? By knowing this, man obtained a way to gauge the difference in wealth between others and himself. And of course, what this gave birth to was a powerful desire to have more of it than other people, greed fueled by self-interest. And from those days, 1,000 years have passed. What was originally began as an age of people who lived only by bartering goods, has evolved into a humongous and complex world known as China that we now live in today. All of this was due to the unending growth of man's efforts in trying to fulfill that greed. The man began to refer to the world we live in as a realm under heaven. They're burning stuff. It is said in the past that the world came into existence as a boon from the heavens. Hence, to be under heaven meant to be under the heaven's rule. And as time went by, the under heaven became China. Man's musings began to turn towards thoughts of ruling with their own hands. Hands coming up? Haha. The heavens themselves must have been surprised to see mankind evolve and become swollen with hubris to such a degree through just the discovery of money. But, in my opinion, we still have a long way to go. You speak as if money is everything in the world. That indeed is the conclusion I have arrived at. You will find no argument from me in that case. Would that not mean that your becoming king will lead to a wicked world in which everyone put their own self-interest first, right? Ooh. Far better that than a world that jumps to warfare at its first resort. I say, Twitch. Ooh, going back and forth. As the man who governs a nation, one should not look to having the people pay with their blood. It is the duty of a ruler to strive for a society where as many of its citizens can be as happy as possible. And I, more than anyone else, know how to achieve that, huh? You think too highly of yourself. Coming up? What would you know of? The Chancellor does not speak empty words. Ooh. Merchants were born together with the monetary system. Their entire livelihood is concerned with the manipulation of money. And as such, there exists no other profession in the world that can achieve such insight into the human world through currency. And as the world knows, the Chancellor of the State, Raifai, is a man who has managed to become one of the few great merchants of China and raised to his current position in only a single lifetime, as opposed to like multiple lifetimes. His phenomenal knowledge and experience cannot even be compared to other men. In a way, you could say we are completely opposite, Your Majesty. It would seem your intention is to rule the state according to some lofty ideal you hold in your heart, but I, Raifai, intend on governing the state through the use of money. Still stroking his beard. And so, the question comes down to which of us can lead our people to an era of peace and prosperity. Truly an intriguing question. Assuming you are using money as your tool, how would you go about the issue of China as it is right now, Chancellor of the State? In the event that total power were entrusted in my hands right now, in only 10 years, Qin would grow to become the most affluent state in all of China's history. In 10 years. Its warehouses would be bursting with goods. So much food and bounty that starvation would only be heard of in textbooks. A kingdom where all citizens would enjoy life and sing endless praises for Qin. Oh, what a utopia that sounds like. But will this war-torn era that we live in truly allow for something such as that? It is precisely because of all the strife we've seen that makes this possible. For 5 whole centuries have the states waged war. The people have had more than enough of their share of sorrow and anger. It does not matter which state it is. All of their people now crave joy and happiness. In which case, the only thing we need to do is have the people show off their happiness and joy as an example to others. Without doubt, the citizens of the states shall grow envious and begin migrating to our lands. Then they would come in and wreak their havoc. And when the kings of the other states begin to view us as a threat, we need only share with them our wealth. By doing so, I'm sure all the kings will desire to join hands with us in peace. We will build our relations with them by exchanging not blades but wealth. And after that, it is only a matter of continuing the same. Qin shall shoulder the role of industry and circulating resources through all the other states. With Qin at its center, China as a whole shall thrive and expand. A world whose economy cannot survive without Qin. I will envelope everything with no violence, but prosperity. That's what I believe to be the correct way to govern China. Like 3 orbs, huh? Like, oh. Something as barbaric as forcing others to bend their knee through brute force is not behavior befitting of a great state. To say nothing of putting all the enemy states to the sword and grind them under your heel in the name of unifying China. Ooh, put up 3 hands. Putting up his hands, stop him. I understand that your majesty is doing this only to follow an ideal. The notion that the notion that by unifying the states as one, the interstate squabble shall vanish. But that is nothing more than a winner forcing their dream onto those who are unfortunate enough to be defeated. Even if you did somehow manage to unify China through force of arms, it does not change the reality that in the end there will be only one victor in Qin, the 6 other vanquished states having been grounded into dust. You've got the flags. What degree of tragedy would enfold China from this? The scattered soldiers who could not protect their homeland. There will be pillaging and slaughter. The earth will run red with rivers of blood. The more the sorrow of those that are left to survive, their despair, and their hatred towards Qin. Without a question of doubt, this will prove to be an age of darkness unprecedented in China's history. Do you claim that there would still exist light in this world? And of course, your own citizens will pay a heavy price to make this happen. Do you truly believe that everything I've brought up is an acceptable price to pay to see your dream of unification come to fruition? Then there can be no other words to describe you than that you are an insane sociopath. Wait, what? And if even then you believe that the unification of China is the unshakable path of the king, then your majesty is you who are the most unfit man to sit on the royal throne. Okay. With 2 hands coming up from like the wall? Huh? No. Chapter 425. Normal emotions. Insolent cur! All of you know that I'm Kakuke, nephew of the great King Sho, from 3 generations past. Just who do you? And he just cut down. Yeah. Make sure to take off his head when you confirm it later. Yes, sir. Told him what he was. They're like watching this, huh? Roai-sama. The Juteki army has pushed back the enemy outside. Pushed back the enemies outside. And it seems fire is spreading within the city itself. It's like, oh, by this point, it's only a matter of time. I see. Kanyu is burning. And it's all like spreading, or is it not? Loop 100 cavalry archers over to the left. Yes, sir. General Shukaku. Huh? Nice unit strategist. What are you doing here? It's dangerous. I thought that we'd be able to make it into the city. That's what I was thinking too, but no matter what we do, we can't get any further further in from here. The enemies we're up against have been trained extremely well, both individually and in group-based tactics, and that's not something that can be easily achieved. Who on earth are they? Cavalry forward, break through the opening on the front, on the right. Hurrah! Once you're in, circle around to the left. Yes, sir. Gah! Have you been struck dumb by the power of the Juteki? For 100 years, have we fervently waited for this one day, building up our strength, sharpening our fangs. A century ago, you came with your armies, conquered our people, and annexed our land. To you, we may have been nothing more than one of the many backwater tribes, crushed during your bid for expansion. But that was not the case for us. Everything that is taking place within those walls right here, or right now, is simply our payback for the injustice our ancestors suffered at your hands all those years ago. Surely, you will find no issue with that, or with it. After all, we were only following your example. I guess if they like conquer and like Quinn gets out, they can come back and like just brutally kill all of them. And so, it's fine because might's right, I guess. Darn it, the palace is one thing, but I got no clue where the harem is. Just where the heck? Ah, look, those are royal harem guards. They're coming, huh? Where'd the rebel army go? Wait. What's the closest path to the royal harem from here? To the royal harem, you say? Yeah, that's right. We're the highest unit. We're on your side. Hurry up and tell us already. The king's children are in danger. If you head out through the right of that building, you'll come out of the gate. From there. Which building are you talking about? Huh? Wait. Shingakai. I stabbed up. Huh? The one to win. We'll be right by Sama. You Sava. He's like, oh. He just takes out. Shin. Ah. Archer's up. Gah. Take him down. Do. Oh. Wait. Shin's like, with Brock. You. Haha. What's the matter, Your Majesty? Hands coming up. I must say, you're not looking too well right now. Have my words perhaps touched upon a nerve? Like, Saisama, Raifai. Your method will not bring an end to warfare. That's right, it will not. Indeed, nothing will bring an end to warfare. No matter what methods one may attempt. It is impossible to remove warfare from the world of man. Why? Are you so certain about that? In my youth, there was one time where I dabbled in the trade of arms. And it was during that time, and it was during that I bore witness to a great battle. The men and women who risk their lives in battle each do so for their own reasons. There are those who fight for the sake of some great cause or ideology. Those who fight for the sake of their comrades, or for the sake of the people they love. Those who fight simply for greed or profit, and those who fight in the name of vengeance. However, not a single one of them is wrong. Each and every one of their motives stem from correct and proper human emotions. And that is why conflict never ceases. And yet, to deny those emotions would be to deny being human itself. The most perplexing quandary, when you say. Even trying to quench one of these emotions, the yearning for revenge, is an exceedingly difficult task. As someone who grew up in Katan, I'm sure Your Majesty is well aware of that fact. Warfare will never come to an end. Thinking about it? It's okay. Huh? Wait. What the? Purple orbs of light? Wait. Huh? If it's you, you can do it. Tell him with conviction that he's wrong. It's like his answers are like talking. Chapter 426. Man's True Nature. Whatever's the matter? Could Your Majesty perhaps be suffering from numb legs like myself? Or is it that you have finally realized just how great of a mistake the path you intended to take was? Does Raifai not see those lights? No, even the others aren't reacting. So she sees it, but no one else does? That purple light. It almost seems as if it's attracted to the king. Your Majesty, huh? Has it come down? Or coming in? This government that you speak of is something that will forever be bound by the rigid thinking of bureaucrats such as yourself. It will never strive to be anything more, Raifai. Huh? He's like taken back. Raifai still stroking his beard. Why do you say that? Yours is a reign that shies away from upfront conflict. And no matter how hard you try to sugarcoat it with clever rhetoric, there's one fact that will not change. The only thing your reign will accomplish is maintaining the current status quo. Even if you were to usher in temporary peace and share your wealth with other states, the very moment all the other powers have built up their strength to a suitable level, China will once again be thrust into an era of martial conflict. This age of warfare, which has continued for 5 whole centuries, will ultimately continue ticking on unhindered. Do not brush away the issue with what you believe to be the reality of the world. To guide the world towards a better future is the duty of one who governs. One who rules over others, when you say, and what, pray tell, would this future entail? Bring an end to the warring states, period, entirely. Absolutely absurd. It's like, puts out his hand. I've already told you, have I not? To make war is an expression of human nature, is without a doubt a hallmark of human society. To reject that is to reject being human itself. You cannot accept this reality in your efforts to rule. Then the whole world will never be able to make progress. You're wrong! It's like shouting at him. It is you and your ilk that have greatly mistaken man's true nature. Huh? We're like confused. It is true that man is plagued by greed, that they lie and cheat, and in fits of hatred commit murder. I'll concede that those unsightly and brutal aspects are also one side of mankind, but you can be sure that it is not their true nature deep down. It is from their mistaken impressions that you presume man shall never be free of conflict. By operating under that mindset, no matter how hard your efforts, none of your actions can be considered as making progress for the human race. For you have given up on mankind itself. Boom. Like, huh? And it is because no one has ever realized this, that China has seen 500 years of unending warfare. Oh, squeeze, wait. Sigh. Oh, very interesting. It's like having a heart attack? If your majesty is willing to go that far, then may I ask, just what exactly is mankind's true nature in your opinion? With no whitewashing, if you would please. Let us hear the words from the man who, in the sea of Canton, experienced what true darkness man is capable of. Please enlighten your humble servant. Hands coming up. Takes off his hat. Huh? Of course. After all, that was where I took my first steps. Remember them beating him up and just punching his face? Being pulp. Left there. Goes home, gets beaten by his mom. Choked out. Found in the grass. Beat him. Like just look at the moon. And he sees, oh, it's her. The one who saved him. They go and she rescues him. He jumps off. He has the stick out of his hand. Crying. They're being chased. She's like struck by the arrow. Why? Gah, kill that brat. I won't let you. She's like, protect him. What the heck is with this woman? Why? Why would she go this far for a complete stranger like me? Protect him. Why in the world did you? Shika. Sai-sama, huh? You become a king greater than any other. Just drops. She's like crying. I believe the true nature possessed by mankind is that of light. The people are seen by the king. They're as light. Okay. Guess we'll find out more. They'll expand on that more next volume. So he sees them as light and not like hatred, like Rai-Fi. Both sides. Okay. Well, what are your thoughts? If you're like catching up with me. Yeah. Wow. Slides like boom, boom, boom. He's just like rapid firing his like goodness. Well, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, leaving a suggestion or recommendation down below, and Have a good rest of the day. Bye.